Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel, and this is your player ratings video of West Ham 3, Chelsea 2. Obviously disappointing loss. Obviously this is the player ratings, and let's just get into it straight away. Obviously I'm going to start off with the manager. I don't talk about the manager consistently in these player ratings, but I need to more. I just always keep forgetting. I don't know why, but today Thomas Tuchel, I felt like the lineup was good. I was sort of surprised with Hakim Ziyech starting, but it was the right decision for me. Havertz starting, but you know what? I'll give it a 50-50 because in the end he got injured, and it doesn't surprise me he got injured, and I got scared of that. So, but at the same time he played well, so it's a 50-50 on that one. I felt like his subs were underwhelming. I think the first one killed it. For me, you do not bring off Hakim Ziyech when he's playing well. He's just one of those players you cannot bring off when he's playing so well for me. Like, for me, when he's at his best, he's probably our most creative player. He can find those passes, he can link up the play. And I felt like Hudson-Odoi should have come on for Marcos Alonso. So I felt like Marcos Alonso should have come off earlier, yeah, put Hudson-Odoi left wing back and let Ziyech stay on in that front three with Mason Mount and Lukaku. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll give him a 7 for today because I felt like the lineup was good. Bar probably like maybe Kai Havertz. I didn't agree with Alonso, but to be fair, it wasn't that bad. So I'll just give him a 7 for today. I felt like he could have changed the formation though, maybe, possibly, and bring off a defender and go to a back four. Mason Mount in the 10, Ruben and Georginio as a pivot, Callum on the left, Ziyech on the right, Romelu up top. More numbers, more options. David Moyes' West Ham, they changed to a 4-2-3-1 from the three at the back, and all of a sudden, they played better. Yes, they've been playing 4-2-3-1. That's normally their preferred formation that they play all the time, but I'm just saying in it, so it is what it is. I do feel like at one point, he's going to have to start trying the back four in games where, like, maybe we're struggling to create chances later on in the game. But it is what it is. I'll give him a 7, though. Move on to Mendy in goal. Gets a You know what? He gets a 4. I'm not going to criticize him for the third goal. The reason why I'm not going to criticize him for the third goal, at the end of the day, yeah, Masuaku did not mean that. He was supposed to cross the ball. The wind just blew it into the goal, and I don't think Mendy expected it. Normally, Mendy in any time is on his toes. So the fact that he got his hand to it was even like nearly a miracle. He was so far off it. So I'm not going to criticize him for the third goal. For the first goal, I am going to criticize him because obviously I just feel like as he receives the ball, he knows it's under hit. So instead of trying to think that you're going to be able to play it out from the back, kick it out. And then the second Bowen got the ball, he shouldn't have slide tackled. I think you either put pressure on him, or you just go back to your goal. It has to be one of the two. If you're not going to kick it out for a throw-in or a goal kick. Second goal, what could he have done? He's not good at saving penalties, so he's not going to save the penalty. The second goal was a really good goal from Bowen, so I'm not going to criticize him for that. Like I said, the third goal, maybe people criticize him for it, but I'm not going to get onto him too much at the end of the day. It was a poor performance. On the ball at times, he was poor, but at the end of the day, he saved us in the Villa game. He saved us in the Brentford game as well. He's the reason we haven't lost certain games this season and last season as well, or concede more than we should have last season and this season. So you can't be bashing him, you can't be getting onto him and saying, oh, he's shit now, oh, get a new goalkeeper, oh, drop him, get Kepa back in the team. Like, nah, you're silly, shut up, get on, nah, just no. So yeah, he just gets a 4. It was a bad day at the office for him. Move on to the back three. Bad day at the office for all of them. They're all going to get criticised heavily. Antonio Rudiger, I felt like in the first half he had a good half. He was back to dribbling out from the back, going into midfield, trying to find those passes in behind for Alonso, for Mason Mount, for Hakim Ziyech, trying to find Kai Havertz, trying to switch the play to Reece James. I thought it was a good performance, was commanding the back four. I was seeing leadership in him in that first half. And then in the second half, he just crumbled, just like the rest of the defence. He just crumbled all of a sudden. He's not as good on the ball. He gets to the final third with the ball and he's overhitting passes. All of a sudden, he's allowing Mikel Antonio to body him at times. Mikel Antonio in the first half was just going after Christensen. But then, like I said, as we crumbled and as he grew confidence and West Ham grew confidence, He started going for everyone, Mikel Antonio, Tiago Silva, Rudiger, and Christensen, and he bodied them all in the second half. And Rudiger doesn't really allow himself to get bodied, and I felt like for the second goal, he should have done a lot better. He's an aggressor. He normally is the one who pushes out of his line to go get tight on the player and get close to him. He didn't do that for the second goal. Lazy off him. Today, he gets a 5. Poor. Move on to Tiago Silva. I'll give him a 6 just because he scored the goal. But I felt like today, first half, you know, gave the ball away a couple times cheaply, man. Gave it away a couple times cheaply, allowing West Ham to sort of go on attacks that, they didn't have many attacks, but when they did, 2 of them came off Tiago Silva and a couple more maybe we lost in attack and they maybe went on the transition. But he gets the goal, the header, really good header, fair play to him. His second goal of the season. Fabianski probably should have done better, but he scored. So for that reason, I will give him a 6 because he scored. But in the second half, just like everyone else, allowed himself to get bodied by Antonio. All of a sudden, him and the rest of the back three are just losing aerial duels. You're losing your ground duels. Mikel Antonio is getting in behind you. Now your lack of pace is showing as well. It's like, bit poor. He gets a 6. The reason why I'm giving these 3 low ratings is because, look, we conceded 3 goals today. 2 of them came in the second half and they crumbled as a unit. They crumbled as a unit in the second half. Andreas Christensen, he gets a 5 as well. Again, good first half. Picking out passes, defensively handling Lanzini. Really, him and Reece James with that Cobham connection. It was really good, to be fair. I was liking it. He was dealing with the situation. And then in the second half, crumbled once again, allowing himself get bodied by Antonio, losing area duels, using your ground duels, allowing them to get in behind, committing silly fouls. Him, Tiago Silva, and Rudiger all committing silly fouls. So yeah, just a poor defensive display from all 3 of them today, and Mendy in goal. But it's a day off for all of them. At the end of the day, I think next week in our Premier League game, or if they play in the Champions League against Zenit in midweek, we'll get back into it, and I think they'll be back to how it is. But all I can say is definitely kiss goodbye to that record of how many goals was it? 15 goals conceded in the season. We're 6 goals away from that. We're not even halfway through the season yet. I'll be very shocked if we somehow beat that record this season. Somehow. Just because of today. We conceded 3 today, so it is what it is. We're not looking as defensively solid as we used to be. 8 minutes in. Jesus Christ, I need to hurry up. Move on to the wing-backs. Marcos Alonso, fam. Good first half. I feel like when we were controlling the play, when West Ham weren't on the ball, when they weren't going on counter-attacks, he was really good on the ball, finding out passes, linking up the play. Under pressure at times, he still shows his flaws. Under pressure, he isn't good. He doesn't have any composure. But when on the ball and when at given time and space, he's got good feet. Got a decent cross on him. Wasn't taking corners today, which I was happy about. But second half, he crumbled just like the rest of them. And he eventually went off. And they just kept targeting that left-hand side all the time. Even when he was on and even after he went off, they just kept targeting his left-hand side. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 6 for today. I thought he was better than people thought, but he's still not good enough. But yeah, Reece James a 6.5. Felt like he had a good first half, putting in really good crosses. Not allowing his players to get past him. Probably allowed it only once. Second half again, he crumbled just like everyone else. All of a sudden, his crosses are not as good. His set pieces are just not as good. The deliveries into the box are not as good defensively. He's exposing himself as well. And just poor from Reece James. So I'm also going to give him a 6. Moving on to the midfield, Georginio for today. Look, I'm going to look at the whole 90-minute performance, and I'm going to give him a 7. If he hadn't made that mistake, if he hadn't underhit that pass, I would have given him like a 9, because he was absolutely brilliant today. But that mistake just killed us, and his mistake and Mendy's mistake killed us. I don't know why he underhit that pass. I don't know why. Was Mendy the only option he could have passed to? I don't know. I'll go look at the highlights soon and see whether he really should have passed it to Mendy or not, but we'll see in it. But other than that, I felt like he kept things ticking. He was moving the ball well. He was finding good positions. He was showing his press resistance. And yeah, but Declan Rice won the battle today, I guess. It is what it is. But for me, he gets a 7. I thought he played well today. Move on to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm giving him a 7.5. I thought he played well today as well. Kept the ball ticking. His passing can improve though. Felt like he killed some of our attacks though. But he was dribbling out. He was showing his strength, his power. His his protection of the ball. And yeah, I just thought he had a really good performance. And keep it going, Ruben. Keep it going. Clearly, it's better when he plays with Georginio rather than Saul, because, he can't do it all by himself. He ain't got the minerals like that, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, to do it on his own, like Georginio can, like Kante and Kova can. So yeah, but I'll give him a 7.5. I did think he played really well today. So yeah, move on to the front three quickly. Mason Mount, I'm giving him a 7.5. He played well today. In the first half, he was really good. Actually, no, I'm giving him a 7. No, I'll give him a 7.5 because I gave Ruben a 7.5. But I'll give him a 7.5 because I felt like today, in the first half, he was cooking. That goal, what a goal. What a goal it was. Great ball from Hakim Ziyech. First time shot, boom. Great corner in for Tiago Silva, so he gets another goal and another assist as well. Credit to Mason Mount. In the second half, I felt like he was trying to find Lukaku. I felt like he was the only one genuinely trying his best to find Lukaku in every single way possible. Where they was getting closer to him, where they was out wide and trying to put crosses in, where they was trying to do 1-2s with him. He was trying for Lukaku to get that chance for him, but unfortunately he couldn't pay off, so he gets 7.5. Kai Havertz, I'm going to give him a 7.5 as well, because I felt like he played well. He was showing his fluidity, he was linking up the play, he was holding up the ball, he dropped deep, he made runs in behind, you know what I'm saying? Had a couple of attempts on goal. Really unlucky for that injury. I felt like it should have been a penalty, but it is what it is. Zuma didn't get the ball at all. By the way, I hope he has a speedy recovery too, Kurt Zuma. He obviously went off injured. He tried to run off the hamstring, which was a bit weird. But yeah, I guess it's his former club, innit? So it is what it is. But yeah, Kurt Zuma, Kai Havertz did play well up until that point. I feel like fatigue was the reason why he did get injured, maybe not the tackle, and that's why I didn't put him in my starting 11 for this game, which is why I criticised Tuchel just a bit for playing him in this game, because I just felt like an injury could have happened, considering we literally played 2 days ago or 3 days ago on a night kickoff, 7:30 against Watford, Why did he play? Why didn't Lukaku start from the beginning? But yeah, it is what it is. And Hakim Ziyech, for me, I'm going to say best player on the field. In his time there, he was the best player on the field for me. He was absolutely cooking. He was linking up the play. He was switching the ball. He was finding good passes, finding good crosses, taking on players one-on-one, skilling them up, taking shots on, decent deliveries into the box. And yeah, just a really good assist for him. And that's now what, 6 goal contributions or 7 goal contributions in his last 6 starts or in his last 6 games. Absolutely brilliant, and now the stats are starting to show up on Ziyech, because he did really play well today. And for me was the best player on the pitch for Chelsea Football Club in his time, and I felt like he shouldn't have gone off anyway. So for me, he gets an 8. Lukaku, no, not yet. Pulisic, 4. He did absolutely nothing. He did fuck all, did nothing. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 5. He tried, but not enough. And Lukaku, I'm sorry, but what is it with he didn't do anything, You cost us £97 million. I expect more from you than you just standing there and waiting for the ball 24/7. Because that's all he did for 90 minutes. Just wait there. 45 minutes. Just wait there. Wait for the ball. As if it's going to come to him. Do something else. Make runs in behind. Drop deep, have a feel of the ball, link up the play at least, hold up the ball for others. He linked up the play and held up the ball at times, but not consistently like Kai Havertz did, Make a run down the channels on the right or the left. I've seen you do it before for Belgium, for God's sake. I've seen you do it before for Inter. Why am I not seeing you do it for Chelsea? Everything I've said, yeah? You were doing it for your other clubs at Inter Milan. All of a sudden, you come to Chelsea and you're just standing in the middle doing nothing. I understand the players should be doing more. Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount should be doing more to create chances for you, my friend. But seriously, you have to do more yourself. He gets a 4 as well, or 5. Average as hell. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. He gets a 4 actually, because he did nothing. He didn't help himself. His teammates didn't help him, but he did not help himself. You cost £97 million. I expect a lot more from you. You cost 97 million, not 50 million. Okay? Like Timo Werner did. You cost 97. You cost double what Timo cost. Okay? Show why you are a top 5 striker in the world. Please. Gotta do more. And the teammates, Mason Mount, Pulisic, Havertz, Werner, Ziyech, help him out. when he needs it as well. But you have to do more yourself, Lukaku. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your player ratings down below, and I will see you whenever I see you guys. So yeah, peace.